This chart shows the gap between taxes paid by default and taxes actually owed. Every year, thousands of nurses overpay the IRS by $1,000 to $3,000 because they miss deductions they're legally entitled to claim. Welcome to the final episode of our first 12-week Nurse Money series. Today, we are looking at legitimate IRS-approved deductions designed explicitly for healthcare workers. We aren't talking about complicated loopholes or gray areas. The issue is that tracking taxes feels overwhelming after a long shift, so most nurses simply take the default options on their tax software, inadvertently handing over money that should be sitting in their bank accounts. Overpaying the IRS stems from a lack of awareness about the legal write-offs designed for specific nursing roles. Before we look at individual expenses, you need to understand the basic mechanic the IRS uses to calculate your bill. Your first option is the standard deduction.
This automatically reduces your taxable income by a set amount, with zero receipts or tracking required. The alternative is itemizing. This is where you tally up every individual work expense throughout the year to see if your total gives you a bigger discount than the standard automatic number. The standard deduction automatically knocks $14,600 off your 2024 taxable income. If tracked itemized expenses only reach $3,000, those receipts don't help. But if your expenses cross that $14,600 threshold, every extra dollar further reduces your tax bill. A smart tax strategy doesn't mean hoarding every receipt for a pack of pens. It means evaluating your nursing role right now to see which of these two paths you naturally fall into before the year even begins. Let's run through the specific itemized write-offs available to nurses. Remember, these only lower your taxes if your total combined deductions cross that $14,600 mark. First are your professional requirements. If you pay out-of-pocket for RN license renewals, NCLEX fees, BLS or ACLS certifications, union dues, or nursing association fees, you can claim those expenses. The IRS is very strict regarding continuing education. You can deduct courses, conferences, or workshops if they maintain or improve the skills you need for your current nursing job. You cannot deduct education if it qualifies you for a completely new career path. Next is clothing. If your employer requires you to purchase specific uniforms or scrubs that cannot be worn outside of work, the cost to buy and clean them is deductible. This matrix highlights a major audit trap. Specialty scrubs with hospital logos or strictly mandated colors typically get the green checkmark. General scrubs you could comfortably wear to the grocery store get a red X. Claiming ordinary clothing invites IRS scrutiny. If you do telehealth consultations, remote chart review, or any other nursing work from home, you might qualify for a home office deduction. The space must be used regularly and exclusively for work. A dedicated room or a clearly defined workspace qualifies. Opening your laptop at the kitchen table does not. Finally, travel nurses have access to a massive deduction, tax home maintenance. If you maintain a legitimate primary residence while paying for duplicate housing on travel assignments, your rent, utilities, and upkeep at that tax home can factor heavily into your savings. For a standard W-2 staff nurse, these itemized expenses rarely add up to beat the standard deduction. But for a travel nurse paying for duplicate housing, capturing every single itemized expense preserves thousands of dollars that would otherwise be lost to taxes. If you take the standard deduction, there is still a powerful set of tools available to you. They are called above-the-line deductions. Anyone can claim these to reduce their taxable income. Zero receipt hoarding required. This chart shows how much a traditional retirement contribution saves you. If you're in the 22% tax bracket and contribute $5,000 to a traditional 403b, that move directly reduces your actual tax bill by $1,100 this year. Roth accounts work differently. They give you zero tax deduction today, trading it for tax-free growth and withdrawals during retirement. Both are highly effective, but only the traditional option lowers your tax burden right now. Another major above-the-line option is student loan interest. You can deduct up to $2,500 of interest paid on your loans directly from your taxable income. Keep in mind the IRS imposes income limits. For 2024, if you file as a single earner, the benefit starts shrinking when you make over $80,000 and disappears completely once your income passes $95,000. Above-the-line deductions are the highest return tax moves for a standard staff nurse. They provide massive reductions to your tax bill with almost zero daily administrative effort. Knowing these rules won't help you if you don't actually capture the data. You need a system that runs quietly in the background so you aren't scrambling next April.
Step 1 is immediate capture. Create a folder on your phone called Tax Receipts 2024. The moment you pay for a license, certification, or mandatory scrub set, snap a photo and drop it straight into that folder. Step 2 is isolation. Use one specific credit card exclusively for work-related expenses. At the end of the year, that single bank statement becomes a complete, easily searchable record of your deductible spending.
This chart illustrates the payoff of logging your expenses into a simple spreadsheet. Dedicating just 10 minutes once a month sits firmly in the low-effort, high-impact zone, saving you hours of stress later. The nurses who secure the largest refunds rely on basic, low-effort monthly tracking habits instead of panic binging their finances when tax season hits. Here is your action plan. If you are a standard W-2 staff nurse, stop stressing over those tiny itemized receipts. Focus your energy entirely on maximizing traditional 403(b) contributions and claiming your student loan interest deduction. If you are a travel nurse, your strategy is different. Track every single work expense diligently and hire a tax professional specializing specifically in travel healthcare to navigate your duplicate housing costs. Take action today. Pull out your phone right now and create your receipt folder. Then, look through your bank statements from this year and identify any licenses, CEUs, or professional dues you have already paid. This episode completes our first 12-week Nurse Money series. If you've been following along, you now have a comprehensive financial education designed specifically for your career. Thank you so very much for your time. If this information helped you, please subscribe, share the series with a colleague, and drop a comment letting me know what topic you want me to cover next. Your requests drive what we build. Financial freedom in nursing is built by stacking small, informed decisions over time. Keeping your hard-earned money out of the IRS's hands is the perfect place to start. I'll see you in the next video.